Okay, another unboxing today. This is just coming from UPS. I'll just cover the receipt there. Sorry, not UPS, DHL. Okay, so and this is Fear of God. As you can see, the slightly newer packages. The new colour. So large is no true to size, and you can see there that it's this Vacunia, I guess is the colour. Basically, what does that mean? That means that Mr. Porter, they call it brown on the site, but it's essentially the rust colour in the sweatpants. As you can see here, obviously they're long, so you can see that it's the full length sweatpants. Damn it. Okay, so yeah, that's my latest pickup. A little bit of background. So I've been looking for them for ages. Since I for some reason, the morning they dropped on Mr. Porter, I wasn't really like in the mood to buy something that day. I ended up getting the cream, which I'll show you guys in a bit later, like a month later when they restocked. I've been looking for these ever since. I had an asking on StockX. There's like 35 under retail. It was more just to kind of track the price. This was, I think I added it before they added the follow button. And then one day I just randomly woke up and someone had accepted it and I had a push notification from PayPal. And as I said, the rest is history, and they've kind of just showed up now. So yeah, it's kind of like the history as to how I ended up getting them. They're your typical fog pants. So you can see from here, I'll just fold these both back. You have the Essentials branding here in like what looks like a kind of dark grayish color, but the overall pant itself is this rusty brown, which I absolutely adore. And then it has that kind of it's almost like a translucent gray. One of the branding has that. So that's that. What I was going to do for this video, break it down into a few different bits. So the first part, so I'm just going to show all of the other sweatpants that I have from Fear of God, not all of them, the grey ones. So I'm just going to put these here. Now, let's put them in the middle and I'll do each one individually. So I'm just going to bring out the grey ones. Hopefully you can see like the colour in the lighting here. So the first pair, I'm going to go from light to dark. These are all the kind of brownish pairs that I have, so you can get a picture of how they differ to other recent pairs. So this is amber. I'll put it across actually so you can see both. So this is amber. This dropped 2021. As you can see, kind of very yellowish, mustardy brown. Very, very different to those, although both super, super autumnal colors, obviously. We have the oak. So a few of these I haven't actually worn, and that's because they dropped in summer, and these are thick ass sweatpants, and it's 110 degrees in Texas, so I have not had a single day where I could wear these just yet. As I say, this is oak. I showed you guys the shorts, which I've worn a hell of a lot of times. Been wearing them almost all summer. Again, if you kind of bring that close up, you can see, I should have done this with the amber pair, but yeah, that's the difference there. So again, very, very different browns. The reason I keep showing you guys is like Fear of God does get a bit of a bad rap for like basically every shade of brown. Why do you keep needing to buy them? So I do like to kind of show just how different these, I mean, they do lots of browns, but they're all very different, and they kind of, I'll show you guys with sneakers in a bit, they go with very different pairs. So then this is Desert Taupe. So as well, this was 2021 as well. I'm not going to compare the browns to each other because I've already done that in a video. But there again, very, very different browns. And then finally, you have Harvest, which is the darkest one, which is kind of almost like a chocolate. As you can see here, again, it's still very different to the rusty. Like one's a rusty brown and one's a chocolate brown. Again, you can see there. Very, very different. So for me, although I've already got 4 browns, these are still a cop for me. I actually have tan as well, which I guess is like a very, very mild brown of sorts. So I guess you could say I have 6 pairs of brown fog pants, sweatpants, but hey ho, it's just the way it goes. One thing I did think actually when I was preparing stuff for this video, one thing that really did struck out to me, so my other main pair of pants that I love, that I have a huge amount of in my collection, is from Koala Tee. I'll do an unboxing, I'll just like from the wardrobe video on some of their pants soon. I might just do a complete run through of my utility snap cargo pants. But one thing I did find is that they're really, really similar to this pair that I got a couple of years ago from Koala. So Koala Tee, it's because, so their logo is a koala. You can probably see, where is it? Oh, there's a little koala here. Koala Tee kind of sounds like you're saying quality. And they come with all the kind of like utility patches and stuff that you'd expect. They're very similar. So this is like, they just call this brown. To me, they're both like forms of rust, like a rust brown. And one of the reasons I wanted to show this is A, like I love these pants, B, they're very, very similar. So if you're kind of thinking about buying these and you've ever bought, and you have these, gives you a bit of a match, and same the other way around. If you've got the fear of gods and you want to buy some koalas, I would say for me, go up. I take a large in the fear of god, I take an extra large in the koalas, yeah, XXL. They are really narrow, not really narrow, but narrower than other pants down the bottom there. So you kind of have to go up. But as you can see here, look, they're the same width on the leg. This is a large, this is an extra large. So that's just my tip on sizing for them. I think they go really, really well with J's, and they're really good pants for really elevating Jordans. You know, you see so many dudes that just like wear Jordans and they're just like wear them with light grey Nike joggers or Jumpman joggers, and they just don't look very good. These, I think, like really, really make J's look good. And on that front, actually, one of the pairs of J's I'm going to definitely wear these with. I've got a couple. One of them I'm going to wear these is a pair that I already wore these with. So for me, like this combo here, like it's not the same color. Actually, this orange is almost closer to the rust or to the brown fear of god than it is to these. But I basically wore these. I'll fling up an image up here to show that on foot. But yeah, I really feel like this will go well. Like the kind of gray tones on it, light and mid and darker grays, really go well with this kind of rusty brown color. So that will be a pair that definitely gets worn with these pants for sure. And as I said, keep your eye out for a Koala Tee video coming some point soon. I'll probably just do all of them. I don't know, I've only got about 10 pairs in different colors, so I'll just go through all of them. So yeah, and then the one other thing I was going to show is the other pair that dropped on Mr. Porter. So these, it wasn't quite a pack, but they dropped on the same day. Is the cream, they call it, and it's very much like almost like a sorbet, kind of like a lemon sorbet type color. I just think like together they make a beautiful combination of colors. You're really not picking this out too well on there, but they are beautiful. For a reference point, this is almost exactly the same color as on the midsole of the Amamanier 3. It's almost identical. To the point where you can't tell when you've got them on. So I actually wore these with the Amamanier 3s before. I think it goes really well. The only thing is I wish they'd done shorts, because if they had, I would have both pairs. Like shorts in that color would just be super, super dope. So, okay, so final thing, I'm just going to show, I'm going to turn them sideways so we've got a bit more on screen, and then I'm going to show some pairs that I'm thinking about wearing with them. So first off, I was thinking, so actually I brought down pairs that have browns and greens and very autumnal colors, because obviously like this is a very autumnal pair of pants. This is the Reebok Ventilator Extra Butter Meat Street. I want to say it's from 2015. I really love ventilators. It's kind of like I would say the only Reeboks that I really wear are ventilators. I've got a couple of pairs. I feel like that's a really dope mix, a really dope kind of match with them. So yeah, that was that. And then we have these, which again, almost bang on in terms of color. They almost match too well, but these will definitely get rocked. For once, I don't think I'm showing you guys anything DS. Actually, I take that back. Well, there's one DS pair here. My pickup of the year, my pair of the year so far. So you can see again, this is the brown that I didn't have. Like this, the Paras, the Patas, and these, they didn't match any of the browns that I already had. Try and speed up now. These don't really like match, but I just think the color combo will go really well. So I might have that with a white cream tee, something like that. And then the last few pair that I've recently done from the collection, mainly because the Diadora logo is in a very similar brown, and also it's obviously super autumnal with the greens, and that is the Respect Over Hate Diadoras. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually label or say out the names of the others. So we went with the Reebok Ventilator Street Meat, we went with the Pata MX1s, then the Concepts Heavy MX1, then the Jordan 4 Sail Off-White, and then another one with a very orangey brown part. This color isn't kind of totally on, but again, they're off enough that I think that would go well. And also there's a lot of white up here that will really break that out. And that is the size What the Safari. And the final pair doesn't actually have any of the matching, but what I thought was actually these could go really cool because it's a lot of muted autumnal colors, what it would look like from the front with them. I felt like this could go really well. Obviously not, I am planning, these are DS as you can tell, planning to put these in, give it that undefeated vibe, but I wouldn't put them in with these. I don't think that's a very good match, but with the blacks or the brown laces in, I think that will go really well. So yeah, that's kind of it for the comparisons and the content for the video. I think these are awesome, and for 35 bucks under retail, and retail is a little bit jacked up because Mr. Porter is a pretty luxury brand boutique, so it's kind of to be expected. But that being said, to get them for 35 under, I think I paid about 80 bucks, is amazing. So yeah, you'll see some fits at some point in these, no doubt. That's it from me. Over and out.